Hey guys, Hooked here. We've got an epic video for you today. I'm on voice chat right now with End. End is the main base builder for Queen Walker's Stephanie and also a builder for Blueprint. And he's going to talk today about how he defended some of the best players in the world, including Rakira's and Nacho, as you can tell here. So End, welcome to the video, my friend.
Thank you, guys. It's an honor to be here.
Good place to start. What got you into base building? Like, what about base building really stood out to you?
I kind of started base building at I think around Town Hall 10 when was the when the game was pretty hard. And yeah, I got in because during the clan wars I just look like other people have like a very nice base, so I started to copy other people's base. Then I started to build by myself also the bases just for my small little clan at that time.
Oh, that's really cool. Town Hall 10 was a fun time to build. Um, Actually, good question from there. What's your favorite Town Hall been to build at then? So you started at Town Hall 10, obviously Town Hall 14 now. What's your favorite?
My favorite town hall, I think, was kind of the town hall 11 or 12. Definitely my favorite because I think like that meta was kind of like minor bowlers and a lot of lal, of course, with Valkyria stuff like that. That's definitely town hall 11. I will say was my favorite. Was not too easy, but not too hard in the same time. So was like I think like the perfect balance at the town hall. Yeah, I really wish that the championship would be also at that time for town hall 11 because I think like it's the most balanced town hall in the clash, I think.
Yeah, no, it definitely was very balanced. We missed out on a world championship for that. So you build for obviously Queen Walker Stephanie. Did you build all of their bases for the world championship last weekend?
No, I didn't build every base, but this is why I wanted to thank also Gaku and Klaus and also Dima for their contribution. Yeah, because we are team, so everyone do his job as bases. Because
Uh,
testing and traps are important as the base design, in my opinion.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed, as I'm sure we'll see at some point today. How much preparation goes into even just one base? Like, everyone sees the base on stream and they see it for 3 minutes and it defends. But how much time do you reckon you spend on each base that was used last weekend?
Mm, I would say it very depends because some days, some days, for example, you just have the inspiration. Sometimes you doesn't have. Depends on how you build the base and if the base is looking hard by just looking. In my opinion, the base is already good even without the testing. Just need like a good props if the base is looking good. Of course, it's take I feel like 10 minutes to build a base, but there's a process for testing, to checking the traps. But if a base is good, I think 20 minutes the base is ready. Depends on how you confident you are on your base, of course.
Does that include testing or is that just building it?
Yeah. Some base, for example, it takes also days and days. For example, some base it takes also 4 hours between testing, tweaking, and then you have to wait the cooldown to retest again to
Yep.
check the traps is fine. But some base, I would say like when you build, like the design looks amazing. There's no much mistakes on the base building. So that type of base usually you just try 20 minutes because it's very hard to planning. That type of bases is what we try to use in the World Championship, of course. But I would say like every 20 bases, maybe one base like that appear.
Yep. And for the World Championship, did you build for specific teams? So were there
Mm,
some bases that were set up for like Tribe Gaming, some that were set up for MS Esports, or were you
yeah,
just
we
building?
we kind of like have like a setup. We know like many teams will do Skelly Donut or many teams is more how to say they like to do their lalos. We kind of like have like specific bases for every team almost.
Okay, that's really interesting. If you want, I'm sharing my screen with you now. We'll just start this first replay. So, for those watching the video, we're going to go over a few replays here, and hopefully, End can give you an idea of what it takes to put a base together and what they're doing, particularly with like trap placement and the CC, particularly with this base here. So, this was Nat Chow coming in for MS Esports, and he does a Town Hall charge on this base. Did you see this Town Hall charge coming?
Yeah, we told, I will say like 90% this base, before we wanted to use this base, we said like, okay, this base, guys, is like a Town Hall charge base. For example, we use it to against MS Esports because we was sure, because they like to do like, for example, hybrid or Queen Charge Town Hall stuff. So in our opinion, this base was the perfect base against them, and we were very confident on this base as well, because also we kind of designed the setup good also for the Queen Charger Town Hall on this base.
Yep. So you set up like all the Teslas and the Warden in particular like that to make this charge just as rough as possible.
And also we set it, as you see, like the super minion balloon CC to make like how to say, like a risky point for the Queen Charge. What we play is play on the player's mistakes. A base when we see like there can do many mistakes, for us is like already a good base. For example, this base, when he charges the Town Hall, there's many mistakes. The first mistakes could be like the tornado, the black bombs, the Teslas, and then the CC come out. Is a 3 point where he can lose the Queen ability, even lose the Queen.
So basically, base building at the moment, you've got to force like lots of mistakes out of defenders. It can't just be one. You got to, like, if they make a mistake, you got to, I don't know, take advantage of that with like a good CC. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah. Basically, we try to look like how, like for example, for a Queen Charge, in the duration of his Queen Charge, we try to look in which point on which tiles of the base there's some mistakes. If, for example, if he late the rage, if he late the freezer, all can be like a mistakes. The Tesla placement, the funnel placement is kind of like all points for mistakes. We try to look like the Queen in which tile can do mistakes, and if we see like there's more than 3 spots, then I think like the base is quite good.
Yeah, because obviously Queen charges are really hard to stop at Town Hall 14, particularly Queen Charge Lalo. So is that kind of what you do on all bases then? Just try and make the Queen Charge have multiple spots on the base where, mistakes are very likely?
We don't try, for example, Queen Charge in every base. We just try to predict our opponent for what they could do. Of course, a Queen Charge can work on every base, for sure, but we try to look what is more common for the opponent to do.
Fair enough. Well, that's the first replay. We'll jump into a second one. Okay, so this is the second base here, and this is Rakira's obviously had the highest or second highest hit rate kind of in the world this year. So were you like setting up any bases for him? Because obviously he likes to do Sui Lalo a lot.
Yeah, this base we told us, so that could be like a big chance for Iquiris to choose this base, because as you can see, like the Town Hall and the scatter setup is kind of too good for Sui Lalo, for example. Classic could be Donut Lalo, could be Zap Lalo, but Lalo in general, it will come from there for sure. This is why we like this base.
I'll actually pause it. We kind of missed, so was that double seeking air mine that was kind of right here next to the Town Hall? That was deliberate, yeah, for like a safe blimp for the Town Hall?
Yeah, that was kind of like to avoid like safe blimp, could be like also dragons, or we kind of like to like is a good spot for the blimps, for the siege.
Yep. For those who didn't see, so the blimp popped early, which meant that the sneaky or all the goblins targeted a storage rather than Town Hall, which forced Rakiris to not only use an invis but also a freeze. Just really good base building there.
Yeah, our point was not really to how to say to stop the blimp, because it's really hard to stop the blimp, because as you see, our plan actually was like kind of to force him to use like more spell, because as I say, like one invisible, one freezing less is like two spells less for Sui or Lalo. so it can like force like already like a mistake.
Yep. And then we see all the giant bombs in here, obviously for the king ability and for headhunters, maybe.
Yeah, we kind of like have like here like a good spot for giant bomb and Skelly just for slow down the hero. And when the CC come out, I think like the ride was already over because the king die and the lava hound will stuck the queen, and the queen will be under the expo and true hero. I think like the sui value is kind of stopped.
Yeah, and obviously he swagged he swagged a jump spell there, so that's already he's only got 3 haste for the Lalo. So obviously, in a good spot, but it's still possible to triple from here. So what are you trying to set up in the back end of your base to stop Lalo?
We kind of like don't like to put like very heavy traps. We like kind of to put like generic traps. Like we never try to put like for example heavy traps against only one hit. We try to put red like around the base, like try to cover like important defense mainly. So we kind of like if you see like his Lalo, like at sometimes he always triggers some red, which is good.
So yeah, you're saying you don't put all like the red bombs in one spot. You kind of spread them around the base.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, far away from the air defense where the lava pop-ups, but always in good spot where lava can't reach.
Is that because of the red bomb buff as well? Because red bomb's got a pretty handy buff in August.
Yeah, red bomb now is insane. It's just I would say like is the biggest fear of Lalo, and if you place them correctly, is for sure is one of the best defense. Because respect defense, these traps it can't be seen by enemy, can be like a surprise, for example.
Yeah, traps are so important at Town Hall 14, maybe Town Hall 15, in these one-hit wars. But that's not the last we're going to see of this base. This base didn't just get 1 defense in the war, it got 2.
Yeah, we we kind of
So,
ran it this base 2 times because was a mistake.
so I think we can kind of just skip ahead, and it was like 10 minutes later, the base was on the broadcast again. There's our very beautiful looking casters. And look at that. So this was a mistake, yeah?
Yeah, it was a mistake.
I find that crazy. They're at a world championship and they accidentally run a base twice. But not only does it defend Rakira's, it's about to defend Excursus as well. So we've talked about what you kind of did to stop this base against Sui Lalo. Were you worried about this sort of queen charge on the base?
Yeah, I mean like the traps against the Suilalo, it worked also against, for example, the queen charge. As you see, like the Tesla and the Skelly setup just slowed the queen, and the Exocet just used more rage than what he, how to say, to plan it to use. This is why he didn't had enough rage to reach the town hall after.
Yeah, that ground bow is so critical at the moment, just keeping pressure on the queen. Because obviously, if that was an air bow, the queen wouldn't need all of these spells.
Yeah, for sure.
No, you go. Sorry.
Yeah, also as you see, like we placed it also the Skelly there. As you see, like when he took the Scatter, the Skelly come out. Then he have to wait to kill all the Skelly, but the rage expires, so he have to put another rage to keep the queen. Then the Warden Tower comes. Is like how to say, like many phase of the attacks.
Yeah, there's always damage on the queen. She's never safe throughout
Yeah,
that compartment.
yeah.
And
As I said, like from the beginning, we always try to force like mistakes on the basis.
then obviously the risky Lalo coming in from the back end. There really wasn't many 1-stars all weekend, which is what made this so impressive here. And obviously he's running out of spells at this point. If he has a rage, he probably gets the town hall here, but that's why you have all of those traps and skeletons to force out the early rages, right?
Yeah, correct. Of course, we always think it like okay, is in live stage. People like must be pressured. They maybe have some nervous, I would say. So we also try to play around this. because when you are big stage, maybe you try to play simple plans rather to very complicated. So it's easier to make mistakes on stage rather to hit him from home, for example.
Yep, I think everyone proved that, especially someone like Rakiras, who obviously had 87% hit rate but struggled a bit on stage. But yeah, that was a really nice defense. And if you guys can't see the scoreboard here, that was live, but those defenses won you the first war in the best of two at the end. So obviously, very critical for Queen Walker's winning in the end.
Yeah, it was an insane climb for us.
How were the celebrations? What were you like when Yuta got the high percent 2-star that got Queen Walker's the win?
Yeah, I was just so happy. This is why I tell everyone, believe, never lose your dream. Like just follow your dream. Always do your best, put a lot in effort, and always will pay off.
Are you going to be base building for a while, or are you taking a bit of time off now?
For sure, I will take a lot of time off, and let's see for next year what.
So you're going to be back next year. We're going to see more end bases getting defenses.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
And are you looking forward to Town Hall 15?
I really hope like the game could be like a little bit more competitive than this one, because I will say like this meta was kind of very hard to defend. The only way is like, as I say, like is forcing mistakes by opponent. I will say like I wish for the next Town Hall, like the triple should be deserved, like without
Yeah.
without overpowered troops, like a more balanced game. I will say like I really hope also for new base builder coming to start like with a better meta, I would say.
I'm kind of hoping there's more traps as well. I feel like traps give defenders a lot of hope.
Yeah,
Like if there was 7 Teslas, I think that would be really interesting.
yeah. Well, also, like I would like to see like new defense, and of course like a new mechanics of the game will be like very cool for the game, like a touch of freshness.
Well, if you do want to get some bases from End, there is a World Finals pack. I believe you also have your ESL pack as well here if you'd like it. So 2 packs where you can get bases from End, from Blueprint are very good packs. Obviously a World Finals pack right there. Is there anything you wanted to add? Anything you'd like to say to any new base builders out there?
Okay, for the new base builders, I will say like if you guys are passionate to base building, like always try your best, build a lot of bases, watch from others builder what they do, and yeah, try your best to maybe to join like a esport team. And I'm sure, like I always said, the young people will be the future. Once like the old people will retire from the game. So this is why like the young people, the newcomers will be the future of base building in this game.
They'll take your job from you.
I always think like there's many base builder, like very good base builder around the world. Maybe many better than me. They just like to show who they are and do their best. Of course, put a lot on effort into this.
Nice. Well, thank you for your time today. That was really cool to hear a bit of your insight. If you got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll see if I can get to many of them as possible. But yeah, I appreciate you jumping on today, and that was really cool. And congrats on being part of a World Championship team.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks again to End for that. That was really cool. I hope you guys learned a few things, because I certainly did. It's crazy to think of how much goes into a base. Now, if you did want to buy the World Finals pack or the End ESL Limited pack, I will link both of them in the description down below, and you can head to there and get your hands on some OP bases. As per usual, make sure you use code BLUE in-game. There is a new Town Hall 15 is coming soon. I don't know when it is, but it's coming soon. So make sure you've got code BLUE in your creator code. But that's it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and maybe we'll see you soon.